All right, guys, we're back with another interview today. This makes 2 days in a row. So it's another CFL guy. We really appreciate these guys coming on and taking time out of their days to do this. We really enjoyed them because we learned a lot about the CFL.
I'm starting to kind of really get into the CFL. We had a couple of guys that really like the Red Blacks, and they like the what's his name? The guy we just did yesterday.
Yeah, Kevin Brown,
Kevin Brown Jr. or I think he's Junior. It says two beside his name.
Joe Craig Jr. That's who the junior was in this situation.
Yeah, well, Kevin Brown says two beside him.
Okay, yeah, oh yeah, I guess it is.
So I guess they're both. But anyway, we had a couple guys. We had a couple like really cool fans of Kevin Brown and the CFL in general and Red Blacks. This guy's not on the Red Blacks, but he's in the CFL. So.
Yeah, he's on the Rough Riders. This is Joe Craig Jr. We really enjoyed, like I said, we really enjoyed talking to both of these guys, and we learned a lot about the CFL.
We're starting to kind of get it. I'm kind of getting into the CFL now.
Yeah, we kind of watched a little bit of tape on it last night, so we're getting into it. And, well, I'll tell you what. You listen to this and tell us what you think. Here we go.
All right, everybody. We're sitting here talking to another great guest, Joe Craig Jr. How's it going, Joe?
It's going good. I can't complain. How you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing pretty good. Just got done watching that Minnesota New Orleans game.
Oh, yeah, man. I missed the ending. I just got the notification on my phone.
Oh man, you got to go back and watch that thing. It was about like 12 seconds left, I think, on the clock or something, and Case Keenum just bombed one to Stephon Diggs for like 60 yards, and he took it to the house and win the game. It was
Won the game. Oh.
it was crazy. So yeah, that's unbelievable. But yeah, we kind of done this thing on short notice. So number one, we appreciate you coming on such a short notice. Really short notice. We just set this thing up, about an hour ago or so.
Oh, yeah.
So we actually just got done talking to another guy in the CFL, Kevin Brown. He plays on the Red Blacks. We just got done talking to him. So yeah, Patrick was over here messaging you while I was, we were doing a lot of. He was messaging you almost like during the interview almost. So like I said, we really appreciate you talking with us, man.
Oh, no problem. I appreciate y'all for having me.
So let's see.
And we saw that you played college at Memphis, and we were going to just kind of ask you like how that was and everything.
Yeah, I played my last 2 years at the University of Memphis. I started off at Clemson University.
Oh, really?
Yeah, definitely. Out of high school, I started at Clemson University, transferred, and I went to a JUCO in Mississippi for a semester because I had redshirted at Clemson. I didn't want to sit out of here, so I decided to go that route. Plus, Coach Sweeney helped me out and sent me down there. He knew the head coach down there. After that, I was getting recruited by a lot of schools from the JUCO. I had a good season there, but I ended up going to Memphis, and the only reason I chose to go to Memphis is because I believed in the head coach when he was talking to me, Coach Justin Fuente, and I just wanted to be a part of the upcoming program that I, at the time, believed that what was going to happen. And it paid off in the long run because now Memphis is like averaging top 25, cracking top 25 every year. So it really paid off. I really enjoyed it.
Man, so you started out. What years were you at Clemson?
I was at Clemson 2010 to 2012.
So you were there with Dabo, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. I love that, but that was one of the main reasons I went to Clemson, honestly, because as a receiver, you got two receiver coaches. You got Coach Sweeney as a head coach because he was a receiver coach before he took over the program, and then you got Coach Scott. So then, to be honest with you, Coach Sweeney is like one of the most loyal guys, loyal coaches that I've ever had the experience to talk with. Because to this day, he still calls and contacts me.
No kidding.
We just chop it up not only about football but about life too. So anything that he says, if he says he's going to do something, he holds his word and make sure that he does.
Yeah, he really. I mean, he's like I said, since they won that national championship, they've been having this almost like this Alabama rivalry the past couple of years. He's really made a lot of headlines, but yeah, he seems like a super genuine guy. Whenever you see him in his interviews and off the, whenever they're like running off the field at halftime or something like that, he seems like a super cool guy. But and you're from Gaffney, is that right?
Yes, sir. Born and raised Gaffney, South Carolina.
Well, yeah. So we're from Charlotte. We're out of Charlotte. So just
right here.
Yeah, right on down the
just
road. What was it like playing college ball? Like, do you remember? So since you played at Clemson and Memphis, what was some of the big differences maybe from Clemson and Memphis?
Just the program itself, Clemson, it speaks for itself. I can just remember warming up in front of maybe more people that was at the University of Memphis game, and just coming down the hill. Once you get to that hill, you immediately in front of 85,000. So
yeah.
Averaging and playing in front of that every day, going to University of Memphis, where you probably on a good day have 15,000 people to come and watch you play. But overall experiences, man, University of Memphis, it was just, I guess because of the bond that we had, we really knew that the only thing that we had at the University of Memphis was each other, because we had to build the program. It wasn't really good in previous years before we had got there. The people in Memphis are definitely one that I'll reach out and I'll say that really had our backs. The fan base was really crazy. The city treated us nice. So I would say my experiences at the University of Memphis was more deep than me than at Clemson. But overall, program-wise, Clemson is the one that's better. Yeah,
Clemson has that. I'd say it's a tie almost between them and Alabama for the most loyal college football fans. It's the amount of fans and the loyalty of those fans is it's unmatched. It's unbelievable. Like you said, coming down that hill, 85,000 people sitting there. It's crazy to watch a game when they're playing there.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Especially on away games too. Any away game, it doesn't matter if they playing UCLA all the way in California. You're gonna see a orange.
Oh yeah, they're just like they're fans all over the country. They're coast to coast fans. It's not even a question.
Yes.
But so we're looking here at your profile, and you made it to the NFL. Played with the Bengals. Went undrafted, right?
Yes, I had a short stint with them. I only had participated in mini camp and summer training camp, but during that time, they had gave A.J. Green like a $41 million extension, so it kind of put them over the salary cap.
Oh yeah. But do you? What was it like? What's the big transition like?
It's just in college, it's real strict, cause like. You really got 4 years guaranteed once you sign. They really say that it's not guaranteed, but it's really guaranteed because it's school, But in the NFL, it goes from having fun to becoming a job. Because I know my experience with the first day that we landed in Cincinnati to report the mini camp, we wasn't at 30 minutes, and they had already cut 2 people because of the way that their bodies were. So when I seen that happen, it immediately hit me that, okay, I love this game, but at the end of the day, I got to show up every day in beats. I got to show up every day in film study and on the practice field and show everything that I got, because it's not a day that I can't walk into that locker room and have a sign on my locker to come meet the GM or someone that's about to release me. So just transitioning into that. But overall, aside the business side, it's fun, man, because you don't have school, you don't have classes. You just wake up and you eat, sleep football, watch your film with your teammates. Go into the weight room anytime that you want to. And the only thing that you really got to do is just football. So that's one thing that I really love and enjoy.
Yeah, that's a pretty good way to look at it. Like it's football all the time. Like there's no other. And I think not having school would make things a little bit easier because you got one focus, like you were saying. But it is still a business, though.
Dang.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you remember like getting the call from what was it, like the GM or a coach or something like that?
Oh yeah, I remember. Cause I knew, I kind of had it in my mind that I wasn't gonna get drafted, but I still had that hope, at least a late round that I could hear my name, someone take a chance on me. And when they called what they called Mr. Irrelevant. When they called his name and I kind of hit me that I didn't get picked up, I just broke down, man. Because at the end of the day, I've been doing football since I was 8 years old. So it kind of made me think that football wasn't really going to happen anymore. So I started crying. And maybe, I wouldn't say 10 minutes after the draft, I got the phone call from Coach Marvin Lewis. And he just told me, Joe, have any teams contacted you? And I told him no, this was the first one that had contacted me. He was like, well, good, we're going to fly you out here on May 7th, which is the day after my birthday. He said, we're going to fly you out here and give you a chance, throw you into the mini camp and see what you got.
Man,
that's crazy that coach called you.
Yeah, it kind of made it more interesting. And I really wanted to go that day that they called me. I was ready then.
So
How did he get your number? Like,
yeah, that's what I was about to
to
ask.
say.
You said, how did they get my number?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe through my agent. I don't really know. I just remember getting that phone call.
It's crazy because you see like the like you watch those. I've always thought this is kind of funny. Maybe it's just me, but you watch the videos of like guys when they do get a call from a coach, and I've always thought to myself, I'm like, how coaches and NFL GMs like they can just get somebody's phone number. It doesn't matter. They're gonna get your number. Like I don't know how they do it. It's just like a secret underground thing or something. They just know how to get a phone number.
Definitely. It's like, I can't say this because I've seen this side of it. They have, like, when you get, as far as the draft-wise goes, when the schools come around to, like, your pro days or workouts or anything, they make you fill out profiles. So you give them your Twitter, you give them your social media contacts, you give them your phone number, email, any way that they can contact you. So maybe they had that on file. So, all right, if this guy's still available after the draft, we're going to give him a shot.
That has to have something to do with it.
Yeah, that's a good way to network too, because then you can get your information out there, and you never know. Like somebody might say, "Hey, I don't have his number. We'll just move on to the next guy or something." Definitely want to get out there.
So what was it like? How exactly how many months were you with the Bengals? About not exactly, just.
I was with the Bengals close to 2 months.
Dang, I mean that right there. I mean that's more than 99% of the population on planet Earth will ever do. Right there, making it to the NFL.
Yeah.
Less than 1% of the whole population of planet Earth. So I mean, that's right there.
Exactly.
People don't understand, how crazy that is. But do you remember? So since you were a wide receiver, did you ever get to work out with AJ Green and stuff like that?
To be honest with you, I've known AJ Green since my sophomore year of high school because we used to play them almost every year in the playoffs. And I remember it was my sophomore year. I think it was his senior year. I was playing quarterback at the time, and I threw an interception like within the last few seconds of the game to go to state. And I just remember breaking down, crying, falling on the field. And he was actually not even my teammate. AJ Green was the first one to come over there and grab me and pick me up. And he gave me a long talk after the game. And we stood there and talked maybe 10, 15 minutes. And he was just picking me up and giving me motivation. And the fact that he just took his time out to do that, it really meant a lot to me. So before I had even went to the Bengals, we already knew each other. So when I got up there, he kind of just took me under his wing. And
that's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a super interesting.
I forgot AJ Green was from South Carolina. I forgot that. I saw his E60 and I forgot that. Yeah, I knew that. I can't believe I forgot.
That's so cool. Man, that's crazy.
And did you play any other sports in high school?
Oh, yeah, track. Track was really like my first love, and the way that I started doing that is because my 9th grade coach, he kind of taught me into coming out there, and I kind of threw it off, and I finally just took the opportunity. And when I first went out there, honestly, I was getting beat by almost everybody. So I remember not coming to practice that like one day, and I was ready to just quit because I wasn't really interested if I can't win. So he taught me to coming back out there, and the guys they was always acting up. They wouldn't listen. And he noticed that I was just one of the ones that was really paying attention and wanting to get better and learn. So he started pulling me to the other side of the track and working me out, just me and him, and giving everybody else a workout. Long story short, I ended up being the only one to make it a state my freshman year for my school. I lost my I went to state every year. I lost my 9th and 10th grade, but I won 11th and 12th grade. I won the state titles in the 100 and 200, and I ended up being the 3rd fastest in the nation of my class.
Dang.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
Oh, my God. That's unfreaking
And you said
believable.
the 100 and the 200?
Yeah, definitely. I know my fastest time in high school in the 100, it was hand time, but it was a 9.98, and my fastest 200 time was a 20.3.
Dang, a 9.98. That is moving. That is so freaking quick. That's unbelievable. Dang.
We always talk about it now since I'm back in South Carolina right now. He wants me to start working out on the track, and I actually just got back on there. The only thing that they can do is say no, so we're just going to give it a shot at them making an Olympic team or at least a relay team for 4x1.
What's your
Oh, yeah, why not? Worth a shot, definitely. You're on a 9.98.
Definitely.
God, so what's your 40 time about?
My fastest 40 time, I recently ran, what was it? It was sometime last year. I ran a 4.25.
Dang.
Oh, 4.25.
That's like John Ross level.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's so quick. That is crazy. Oh my God.
That's one of the things that really got me where I'm at of my speed. I haven't really, because especially coming out of high school, I wasn't really set into one position and just develop and learn the whole game at one position. That thing that really caught eyes on the recruiters was my speed.
Because you can't learn speed. It's like, you know,
You either got it or you don't.
You can always learn how to run routes better. Like speed's just there, or it isn't, kind of thing.
Dang.
Exactly. That's what they always told me too.
Okay, so we just got done talking to Kevin, and he's a linebacker for the like we said, for the Red Blacks, and he was telling us that in the CFL, receivers have like this thing where they can be moving around before the ball snap. Like, so you with a 4.25, you could be in full stride as long as you don't cross the ball before the freaking ball is snapped. You could be in full stride before the ball snapped, and you run a 4.25.
Yeah.
That's
in
not
the
fair.
CFL, they got a thing. They got a thing that they call it the waggle, and that's pretty much like down here in our football, it'd be the slot guy. So just imagine the slot guy being able to just take off and run and get matched up against a linebacker. They really can't turn their hips quick.
Yeah.
So it really was, for me, it was really fun. So I just outrun everybody. So, you know,
I bet
I got
so.
Two routes. I run a post or go ball.
That's all you need, though, when you got a 4.25. And
That's all you need. That's crazy. That's like Randy Moss. I mean, that's like, listen, you got one or two routes you run, but they're so effective, we don't need to teach you any other routes. That's
We don't need to teach you nothing.
Plus,
Yeah.
you can always do the curl route, and they think you're doing a go, and you just pull back on them at the last second.
that's
Kill 'em.
that's crazy.
Do you ever get to run like a end around or reverse?
I would hope so.
Not in the game, but practices, definitely. In games, I did a screen, like a little tunnel screen. But other than that, no, in our offense, we really didn't even have reverses, trick plays or like that.
And how tall are you again? I looked at your profile earlier.
Oh, man, I think I measured so many times. The tallest I got measured was 6 and some change. I honestly think I'm 5'11".
Okay.
That's perfect height, though.
Yeah, that's what your profile says. Your profile says 5'11", about 175, 180. So that is like prototypical. I'm a speed guy. I can burn you all day long.
And if you do those screens like we were talking about, you can always get behind people, too. Like, if you know, that's the perfect size that you want.
That is like prototype. Man, that's crazy. So, how do you like the CFL? Like, do you enjoy playing in the CFL pretty much overall?
Yeah, I do. Especially the fact that I play returner as well, because punt return, you don't have no fair catch. It's no fair catch. So every punt that's kicked, you gotta return it. And the thing with that is, when I tell people down here it's no fair catch, they automatically get scared and say, "Oh, that's dangerous." But the rule for the punting team is you can't come within 5 yards. They call it a halo. You got to give them a 5-yard halo.
Okay.
Anybody that comes within 5 yards is 15-yard penalty. So.
God, I'm gonna start watching CFL.
I like
That sounds
the CFL.
way better.
From everything I've heard, the rules are like way more. Like, I kind of like. It's not like restricting the play. It's like a little bit more freedom.
I'd say the past 2 hours we've learned more about the CFL than we have our whole lives, and I think I might become more of a CFL fan than anything else. I'm gonna have to start watching games.
Do you ever get to do like special teams?
I do mainly return. I ain't never. Last time I got on like a special team like kickoff was at Clemson. I never been back on it since. When I was running down the field, a guy pulled all the way from the other side of the field, and I was at the time coming out of high school. I was no heavier than a $150 soaking wet, and this guy was like 275, 280, full speed, and he cracked me, and I couldn't listen to music for almost a week. And I said then, yeah, I'm never getting on this again. I'll never do it, so I just stuck to returning.
Oh yeah, I think that was the right choice. That's what I would do.
Yeah, I see you got you had a pretty good punt return earlier. Was it this year or was it last year? It was
last year.
Yeah, 71-yard punt return. That's
and
moving.
It goes back to that rule that I was telling you, because when I was actually running, it was a short kick. I was actually running to go get it, but it's one of those decisions I made quick, because if I would have tried to catch it, I felt like it would have bounced off my chest or something. I was running so fast, so I let it bounce back. And you got to remember that rule. They can't come within 5 yards of you, regardless if you got the ball or not. So I just sat there and I gave it time to let my guys get in front of the punt team and block. And I just picked it up. You notice if you watch the video, you'll notice them backing up because of that 5-yard rule. And in that situation, most times the coaches teach the punt guys to go ahead and take that 15-yard penalty because that'll happen to you. You pick it up and just run.
Yeah, especially a guy. If I'm the guy trying to tackle you, you run a 4.25. I'm not freaking letting you get that ball in your hands. Absolutely not.
71 yards probably took about 5 seconds.
I'm not letting you get that ball. Heck no. Dang. So you're on the Rough Riders, right?
Right now I'm a free agent.
Okay.
Right now, I've been in the talks with a few teams like Vancouver and Edmonton and Montreal. We'll see what I'll let my agent handle that right now. I know if I had to choose right now, I'd love to go to BC because my offensive coordinator for Saskatchewan and my receivers coach just went out there as well. So we'll see when that go around May or June. That's the time where training camp starts because it's not like down here in the NFL where you have OTAs and you have different workouts with your team before the season starts. It's just go straight into training camp. Any transaction that happens before that will be around that time.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, when does the season start? But so you definitely got time, so there's no reason to worry about anything right now because they don't have all that other stuff.
Yeah, you just report on the first day of training camp.
Gotcha. Okay.
So do you live? You don't live in Canada right now, do you?
Oh no, it's too cold.
Yeah.
It gets like around this time. It gets like -30, -40, like 4 or 5 foot of snow.
Yeah, I'll pass on that.
Yeah, I'll go back to South Carolina.
Yeah, pass on that. Gosh, and when you were on the Rough Riders, you played with Trent Richardson, right?
Yeah, Trent. He came late. He came this past season.
Yeah, he's kind of been in headlines here recently, talking about maybe trying to make an NFL run again.
I think he could do it.
I believe he can. I think so. You can't take that talent away from him, especially he's so big, man. You can't take that.
Yeah,
from
he's huge.
It's hard to bring that boy down.
I know a few teams in the NFL that can definitely use him, man. Cleveland Browns being one. Come on, man.
Panthers could use him.
Panthers could use him.
And that's I don't know, you being from Gaffney, we're big time Panthers fans. Like I said, we're out of Charlotte, so we're gigantic Panthers fans. Don't miss a game.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, sweet. So yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Trent Richardson come to Carolina. That wouldn't hurt my feelings at all.
I wouldn't mind seeing Joe go there either.
Yeah, 4.25.
Yeah, I was definitely gonna try to go out there and do like a workout with him this off season. So they just ended their season, so it's that time. I'm gonna try to do it right before May or June so I can work there.
Sweet, that would be nice.
That'd be cool. I'd take anybody with a 4.25 right now.
Because they've had some injuries at receiver, and they need some speed. They've had a lot of injuries. They're probably going to have to get some people in there by next season. That'd be nice.
Yeah, definitely, man. And the fact that they traded Benjamin, they really don't have a go-to receiver right now.
They really don't.
Other than Funches, it's just a give and take. You just gotta work what you got, and that's what they did. I think they'll go into getting a few receivers definitely.
Dang, well, if you do it, we definitely want to know about it because that'd be crazy. We'd love to.
Everybody heard it here first.
Yeah, you heard it here first. We might be having somebody on our podcast going to do a workout with the Panthers. So people that know us personally know how excited we are right now. We're sitting here looking at each other, just the biggest grin ear to ear we could possibly have. So people know how excited we are that know us personally. Dang, man, that is absolutely crazy.
I'd love to be able to look at you guys and tell y'all that I'm part of the Panthers. I would love to be able to do that.
We love to sit down one day and be like, we've had a couple guys play for the Panthers on because we've had a couple guys play for them. So we actually had a guy who was a rookie this year, Austin Duke, come out of UNCC. We had him on, and we had Nick Harris back in the day.
He was a linebacker for him back in 2010.
Yeah, we had Nick Harris on, so he played for him for a season. So we've had a couple guys. So you'd be in our class of our favorite athletes who ever were on our podcast. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
Dang, man. Well, man, another thing I wanted to ask, this is just a personal question for me, but when we talked to, once again, we talked to, like we said, we talked to Kevin earlier, but he was talking about the DBs in the CFL, how good those guys really, really are. I mean, having to deal with what they deal with guys like you being able to just run past the freaking line of scrimmage full speed. I mean, he was talking about those guys. I mean, do you have anything maybe related to that? How good those guys are and unrecognized it is.
Oh yeah, it's very different. Like, to be honest, before I even went up there, I was just thinking like, it's just the CFL. It's gonna be pretty easy, man. But I was woke up real quick because it's like a battle out there, man. You just fighting to keep your job. Those guys, if you heard of someone that's in the NFL and you don't hear from them no more in the NFL, 9 times out of 10 they're in the CFL.
Oh yeah.
I even remember the past training camp. I even had the opportunity and chance to play with Vince Young. So just to be able to sit there and go and compete against guys at that caliber every day and seeing that it's just in the CFL, it's unbelievable, man. Those Canadians, they have to deal with the ratio. And you would think that Canadians can't really play football, just being honest. But there's some Canadians that I believe could have an opportunity to come down in the NFL and really do good work and have a good career. But,
oh, yeah.
Most of those guys don't want to take that because CFL to them is like the NFL to us. They grew up around it.
I never even thought about it like that. Yeah, that's probably right. Like, everybody always acts like it's kind of, but I think there's a lot of people that prefer to be in the CFL, like, especially if you grew up in Canada.
Man.
I can't believe Vince Young. I forgot he was in the CFL and you got to, like, kind of be around Vince Young.
That's Patrick's favorite player of all time.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite players ever.
Oh, yeah. Vince Young he's down to earth. He's real humble, man.
And he still got it.
Still got it. It's just he tried to take off running play during training camp and pulled his hamstring, and that was the end of his thing.
God,
so you got to talk to Vince a little bit though.
Oh yeah, Vince. Actually, like I was kind of like the team jokester. I was keeping everybody going through camp and just being funny all the time. So when he came in, he tried to adapt, and he's pretty older than us, man. So some of his jokes was corny, but we still laugh at it because it's Vince Young, And you got to realize he's just trying to fit in and adapt with us. But other than that, man, we had some good conversations just about life in general. He was telling me about some of his businesses down in Austin, Texas. He got steakhouses. He was telling me about he has a trucking company that he do. He was just introducing me to the life after football. Like, we was just having good conversations about that. And I'm pretty sure I can hit him up right now and we can just chop it up about life in general. And if I ever needed it, I probably can hit him up for a job or something, man. That's just kind of the kind of guy that he is. He's always giving. He always wanting to do things for other people and making sure that everybody's around him is okay.
Dang, that is absolutely.
That's crazy, dude.
That is, we're doing everything we can to not scream. That's absolutely unbelievable.
I think people forget, like, Vince Young, like, he kind of is like what Cam Newton's done. Like, I think he kind of did it first. Like, he kind of was the original big mobile quarterback. Like, I really like the way Vince Young used to play.
Yeah.
Dang, man. Well, man, we don't want to hold you up too long. We know you've done this on short notice, and we don't want to hold your whole evening up on Sunday night. So, man, we appreciate you doing this more than you'll ever know. It is so nice to have somebody comment back that quick to us and text us back that quick and do it. But
we definitely want to do this again, by the way, if you're down for it, because this was fun.
Oh yeah, I'm down. I appreciate it. I'll do it anytime y'all need it.
Yeah, man. If you get a chance to work out with the Panthers, definitely let us know, man. We'd love to sit down and talk about that if you get to do it. So we'd love to hear about that if you get the chance. We're connected on Twitter now, so just let us know.
All right, most definitely.
All right, man. Well, you enjoy your Sunday afternoon, and good luck with everything in the future, man.
All right, I appreciate y'all for having me.
All right, man.
All right, and that's our talk with Joe Craig.
I thought it went very well.
Yeah, it went really, really good.
I'm really a two-hitter that night.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying learning more and more about the CFL though. I'm liking this.
Yeah, I haven't changed our Twitter bio to. We're gonna talk about NFL, CFL, WWE, and UFC.
Yeah, it's
I'm not gonna say we're gonna talk about it like we know what we're talking about, but I'm meant more like we definitely want more CFL guys. I'm messaging a couple right now. Like I would not mind having another one on.
yeah, it's definitely an interesting league, with the receiver rule and the punt return rule and stuff like that. So defensive line rule, it's really interesting to see a little bit of a change up and watch the way if you go watch highlight films of players and stuff, it's really cool to see them do it. So
I think people forget like these are still professionals. Like
they're still pro athletes.
They're pros.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's some good guys in the CFL.
It's like he said. I mean, it's a lot of guys are just they grew up in Canada watching the CFL. They didn't want like a lot of us here in the States grew up watching NFL, not CFL. That's how it is to them.
There's some people who just would rather play in the CFL. To be honest.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I can't really get into college football. I kind of like it a little bit, but I can't really get into it. I think I'd get into the CFL though.
Yeah, it sounds like it'd be pretty interesting.
I think the only problem is that we can't get it on my cable. At least I don't know about yours.
Yeah, we can't. I don't think we can.
We're gonna have to start looking into that with like the Fire Stick or something like that. Maybe we could stream it.
Yeah, we'll have to find a way to watch some more CFL. But shout out to both of these guys again for Kevin Brown and Joe Craig. We really appreciate them taking the time out of their day on such a short notice. We've done this, like we said. You heard them, and we might have said it in both. I'm not sure, but we set these things up within a matter of about 2 hours, and that's both of them. We set them up, so
it was crazy.
Appreciate these guys taking time out of their day.
I got one other thing. Special thanks to Tech, our buddy Tech. He helped edit some stuff for us. He did a great job on it. It was really helpful. And we also had our promotional experts, Mooey, Taylor, and Heath. We want to thank all you guys.
Yeah, we want to thank you guys for sharing everything and retweeting, and
we got a
Mooey for coming on and getting us views on our weekly predictions all the time,
and Dalton.
And Dalton. Can't leave Dalton out. So
Dalton, Tech, Mooey, Taylor, Heath. Is that everybody?
I think that's it, yeah.
Yeah, we have a good nucleus of guys that help us out.
And everybody that follows us on our social media pages, if you hung around this long, everybody who likes and shares everything, Ella, Steven, all those guys, thanks, guys. We appreciate it more than y'all ever know.
We got a good nucleus of people who help us out and a good centerpiece of, I wouldn't say like fans, but like some people that really support us, so we really appreciate it. Texas Dipper.
Yep.
Old school one.
Brian Martinez, Texas Dipper. We appreciate it. And thanks for listening, guys. Be sure to come back next week, or who knows, could have one the next day. Who knows? Be sure to come back, check it out. We'll see you next time.